What is the worst place to accidentally bust a nut? A few years back I went on a date to the amusement park with my girlfriend. So we get to the amusement park and right at the entrance of the park is this wicked roller coaster called Steel Venom, and we decide that'll be our first ride. So we wait in line and get on the ride, and start buckling in. After I push down my harness, I had just a little bit too much room to wiggle around. I figure I might as well push it one more notch, better safe than sorry, right? I push the harness down one more notch and the ride starts, and I'm enjoying the ride from the safety of my snug harness, secure in the knowledge that I won't slip out and die. I'm a huge roller coaster guy, and I'm enjoying myself, having a great time, and screaming louder than I need to. The harness, which was snugly contouring my body, unfortunately, had an ironclad hold on my junk and was vibrating in all the right and wrong ways. I start to panic and frantically try to adjust myself in any way to get my nether regions away from the roller coaster turned toy, but it was no use. I was trapped in the mechanical jaws of Steel Venom, betrayed by my proclivity towards safety, and wishing that I would have just let myself slip out of my harness instead. So at this point, the ride is almost over, and I'm thinking that maybe, just maybe, I can hold out. This ride doesn't need to have a happy ending. Through the power of sheer will, I may be able to resist. But Steel Venom, the flighty temptress, had other plans. As any of you who have ridden it know, right at the end of the ride stops on the tracks when it's vertical and shakes the passengers violently. It's normally a fun part of the ride. I think the point is to make it seem like the ride is breaking or something. However, this time around, it was my undoing. The roller coaster shook and, despite my best efforts, I got to know the roller coaster in the biblical sense. Sweet Jesus. So we get off on the ride and I tell my date I need to go to the bathroom. I assess the damage in my shorts and underwear or what an insurance company would call a total loss. At this point, I need to decide if I tell the truth to my date or make up some BS excuse, and so, in my post-coitus addled brain, I call my dad and ask him for advice. I told my date to go on another ride without me while I call. He tells me, son, that's the funniest goddamn story I've ever heard, and I'm pretty sure she'll think so too. Click. So I tell her the whole story, and she laughs and laughs. I tell her that if we want to stay, I need to buy a new pair of bottoms from the gift shop and that I'll wait here in the bathroom and she can pick some out, and I tell her to go nuts. So she comes back with these sweatpants with Wild Thing and pink glitter printed on the butt. Wild Thing is another roller coaster at the theme park. After getting the shorts, I change, and the rest of the day wasn't nearly as eventful.